Let's discuss different events that get triggered in case of a menu widget. There are 4 different events that get triggered and they are create, focus, select and blur. The create event gets triggered when we create a menu. The focus event gets triggered when a menu item gets focus or when a menu item becomes active. The select event gets triggered when we click on a particular menu item. And the blur event gets triggered when a menu item loses its focus. So let's try to display some messages based on different events. So let's see 3 events because create has been discussed many times. So let's see focus, select and blur. So these are events. So what we need to do within this, let me write for focus. Focus function. Similarly, let's have for select and blur as well. Select function and for blur as well. So what I am going to do is, I am going to display some message in a div element. So let me add a div element here, div id equals result. Let's display some messages here. So when an item gets focus, this function will have 2 parameters, event and UI, and UI.item will give the menu item that gets focus. So suppose I try to display alert UI.item.text. What will be the value? Let's see that. Save, refresh. Let me move. See, we are seeing the menu along with the sub-menu items. As you see here, books and then all books, new releases, bestsellers and ebooks. Let me click OK. Okay, when we move to the other item, it is showing. So it is having all the items. But what we want actually, we want to display like focus is on books. We want to display only the main menu item, not the sub menu items. So how we can get the main menu item? Instead of displaying an alert message, let me try to display it within our div element. So $result.append so that we can see the output clearly. Let me save this. Let me refresh. See, you are seeing books, all books, new releases, bestsellers, ebooks. So what we actually want is a message like focus is on books. So how we can get it? In fact, this books will have a class name UI-state-active. Only this will have that class name. If we move to this, now all books will be having the class name UI-state-active. So here, instead of getting UI.item.text, what we can do is, you can specify UI.item.find, okay, and within find, I can specify UI-state-active, which means it will select only the menu item with this class name, okay. Then if we get its text, it will be only books. Instead of having the menu with sub-menus, we will get only the required menu item. So let's see that. Let me refresh. See, we are now getting books. See, now we are getting all books, new releases, computers and accessories. So what we can do now, instead of appending, we can specify text and let me add a message like focus is on. Then I want to see the currently active item. Okay, so save. Let me refresh. See, focus is on books. Focus is on computers and accessories. Focus is on computers. Focus is on hard drives. So this event gets triggered when an item gets focus. That is why when I move the mouse, we are seeing the message focus is on computers or whatever menu item it is. So here why we have specified like this instead of UI.item.text. If we just specify UI.item.text, what will happen is that if the focus is on books, we will see books, all books, new releases, bestsellers and ebooks because UI.item returns the menu item along with the sub-menu items. But our requirement is we want to get only the main menu or on which the mouse is hovering on. So to get that, we are finding the menu with the class name UI-state-active, which means we will get only the particular menu item and then we get its text. So here we have specified focus is on. Now for the select, what we can do is, let me copy this and paste it here and change this to you click on, because the select event gets triggered when a menu item is selected. In other words, when we click on a menu item. So let me save this. Let me refresh. Books, focus is on books. Focus is on computers and accessories. Let me click pen drives. Okay, we are not getting any message. Why? Let's check the code. Okay, here I haven't passed event and UI. So it will not get any value for the UI.item. Let's check it again. Let me refresh. Focus is on books. Focus is on computers and accessories. Let me click on pen drives. See, you clicked on pen drives. So this event, that is select event, gets triggered when a menu item is selected, or in other words, when we click on a menu item. So here we have seen focus and select events. Then the blur event will get triggered when an item loses its focus. So let's just display some message like focus lost. Okay. So within this, let me just have a message focus lost. So let's see that. Save, refresh. Books. Focus is on books. Focus is on all books. Let me click on ebooks. You clicked on ebooks and immediately it is showing this message focus lost. So we are not able to see it clearly, right? So let me add one more div element and name it as lost, because this is just for seeing the blur events text message. So here let me specify lost. So let's see that. Refresh. Each time the focus is getting lost and then focus is on pen drives. Let me click printers. See, you clicked on printers and then focus is lost. So as soon as we click on a particular menu item, its focus gets lost. That is why we are seeing this message. So in this lecture, we have seen 4 different events. Though we haven't written code for the create, there are 4 different events that get triggered in case of a menu, and they are create, focus, select and blur. Create gets triggered when a menu is created. Focus gets triggered when an item gets focus. The select event gets triggered when a menu item is selected or clicked, and the blur event gets triggered when a menu item loses its focus.